Hello everyone, welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. I am Sudhir Kumar, Faculty of Economy. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the UPSC Economy MCQs, those who are asked in UPSC Prelims 2026 especially. You know very well, UPSC is Unpredictable Service Commission. Like that only this year also, the paper was very tough compared with previous years. Basically, UPSC changed its questioning pattern. Okay, the way of asking questioning is changed. So many students are not aware of that one. So those who are seniors, so many years they are writing, those who are given 3 times, 4 times prelims, so they are aware the UPSC question asking pattern very well. So like that only this year also the UPSC changed its pattern. In economy point of view, economy questions point of view, completely it changed its pattern. Previously, last 2-3 years, UPSC asked especially related to the calculation based questions, and also it's strictly restricted to core functions like fundamentals. But this year, the economy questions are diversified and current affairs related. Okay, let's see the questions. What are the questions asked? Okay, the first question basically it is modern history based question, but it related to the economy. So let's see. First question: the artificially fixed rupee sterling exchange rate prescribed by the Hilton-Young Commission 1926 was adopted by the British government for which one of the following reasons? Option A: aiding the flow of remittances from India and maintaining India's credit worthiness. Option B: providing support to Indian import. Option C: encouraging export of cotton produced from India. Option D: preventing depreciation of the rupee in terms of gold. Basically, the Hilton Commission, which the commission actually recommended the central banking system also. Based upon this committee recommendations only, the British government established the RBI, okay, central banking system. So actually what happened after the World War I? The flow of remittances from the India is costlier. So to reduce that one, the government appointed the Hilton-Young Commission. So this committee recommended the rupee sterling exchange. So especially aiding flow of remittances from the aiding flow of remittances from India and maintaining India's credit worthiness. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, so nowadays we know depreciation, appreciation of the rupee, devaluation, okay, revaluation of the rupees, we know very well. Okay, next question is related to the infrastructure. Okay, in economy we see infrastructure is also one of the topic. Okay, first see the question. Consider the following statements with reference to Sagarmala program. First statement: seeks to achieve port-led economic growth through cost-effective and sustainable coastal infrastructure. Second statement: success reflected in significant growth in coastal inland waterway shipping and improved global port rankings. Third statement: Sagarmala 2.0 aims to position India as a global maritime innovation hub aligned with the Atmanirbhar Bharat and Viksit Bharat 2047. Actually, these 3 statements are related to the Sagarmala project. Okay, so in 2015, Sagarmala 1.0, okay, Sagarmala project was launched. Actually, it is a port-led connectivity increasing and infrastructure development program, okay, to increase the port development, especially port modernization point of view. Okay, Sagarmala 2.0 is launched in 2025. Okay, so from Sagarmala 2.0, basically whatever fundamentals are created, whatever basic infrastructure created through the Sagarmala 1.0, this consistently 2.0 is increased the development related activities, and whatever target Atmanirbhar Bharat in 2047 we have to achieve for that one. Okay, these 3 statements are correct, but in question what he asked, which of the following relationships are correct? Basically in this year prelims, especially these type of questions are asked more even in history also. Okay, so first statement. See, statement 2 validates the effectiveness of strategies in statement 1. Yes, statement 2 validates the effectiveness of the strategies of the statement 1. What is statement 1 is saying? Seeks to achieve port-led economic growth, especially Sagarmala project is launched for that one. Okay, success reflected in significant growth in coastal inland waterway shipping and improved global port rankings. Automatically it will happen. Okay, second statement. Statement 3 extend the objectives of statement 1 into a future-oriented innovation framework. Yes, Sagarmala 2.0 aims to position India as a global maritime innovation hub. Aligned with the Atmanirbhar Bharat and Viksit Bharat 2047. Okay. Whatever second point is also correct. Statement 3 extends the objectives of the statement 1 also. Okay. Next, third, for the third, statement 1 contradicts statement 3. Statement 1 contradicts statement 3. No, this is wrong. Okay. Now we have only correct statements 1 and 2 only. So option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Let's see the another question. Okay. Next question is also related to the infrastructure. In what ways does the Vijayawada International Seaport represent structural shift in India's maritime trade and logistic policy? Okay, Vijayawada is a natural deep sea port, India's first international container transit port. Okay, first natural deep sea port. Okay, so see the statement. By functioning exclusively as a domestic cargo hub to reduce reliance on coastal shipping and eliminate the need of foreign collaborations. Second statement, by focusing primarily on passenger cruise tourism and heritage shipping. Third statement, by leveraging its natural deep draft and strategic location to reduce dependence on foreign transport modes, enhance revenue retention and reposition India in regional maritime trade. Okay, so just now only I said Vijayawada International Seaport is a international traffic port, basically international container transshipment port, naturally deep sea port. Okay, it is located near Kerala coast. Okay, this port is developed exclusively for the international transport purpose, not for the domestic cargo, okay. Though presently India especially depending upon the Singapore led ports for the deep shipping purpose, okay, deep sea whatever international cargo purpose, we are depending upon the basically Singapore related ports. But now this Vijayawada port basically replaced that situation. Okay, so this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. Why? Because this is exclusively for the international point of view. By focusing primarily on passenger cruise tourism and heritage shipping. No, this is also wrong. Especially this is for the cargo purpose. By leveraging its natural deep draft and strategic location to reduce dependence on foreign transshipment ports, enhance revenue retention and reposition India in a regional maritime trade. Especially this is third statement is the correct. So we have only one statement is correct. So option D is the correct answer. Okay. The next question is related to the ERISILK certification, OICO text certification. What is OICO text certification? Let's see first question. Which of the following are correct most significant implications of obtaining OICO text certification for ERISILK in the global textile industry? Basically, ERISILK got the OICO text certification. OICO text certification is a certification, independent certification, which is giving for the textile products and leather products also. Okay, so especially those who are semi-finished goods, raw goods and finished goods also get the OICO text certification. What is OICO text certification? OICO text certification actually basically it is a 1000+ chemical hazards, whatever chemicals, those who are harmful for the health, human health, that are basically harmful free chemicals basically will get the OICO text certification. Those who are silk, whatever textile products are free from the 1,000 plus harmful chemicals will get the Eco Tech certification. So recently Eris Silk got this certification. So that point of view, this question was asked. Let's see the first statement. It allows Indian exporters to compete the high-end markets that prioritize chemical-free products. Second statement, it confirms that Eris Silk meets international safety, environmental and quality standards, enabling its entry into premium eco-conscious market. It allows Indian exports to compete the high-end markets. Obviously, those who are chemical-free textile automatically will get the demand in the international market. So, first statement is correct. Second statement, it confirms that Eris Silk meets the international safety. Obviously, it is also correct statement. Why? Because Eco Tech certification is tech certification itself is a chemical free products will get that certification. So it meets the international safety, environmental and quality standards, enabling entry into eco-conscious market. So both statements are also correct. Let's see. Option C is the correct answer. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Option C is the correct for this question. Okay. The next question is e-commerce related question. So especially this year the UPSC asked related to e-commerce, especially 2 questions. So from that one, this is a e-commerce model. Okay, an e-commerce revenue model where the seller has control over pricing but doesn't keep products in stock, and instead of transfers customers orders and shipment details to a third party supplier who then ships the goods directly to the customer is called. So basically in e-commerce model, basically what will happen, suppose let's say customer C, B is a digital market platform, okay, D and A is the supplier. Let's say assume D is a product manager, A is a supplier, basically those who are producers, B is a digital market platform, C is a customer. Okay, what will do D? Actually from producer he will buy the products and keep it in stock, and he will place in e-marketplace like Amazon. Okay, the customer will buy from the B, okay, from the e-marketplace. Okay, this will works like this general e-commerce platform. But in this question what he is saying, the customer, okay, the customer will buy product from the B or D, let's say assume, and A is the supplier, those who are producer. What will happen here? C will order the product, but B or D doesn't have any warehouse and there is no stockpiling. Okay, there is no stock. He doesn't maintain any stock, but whatever customer details, whatever transshipment details and order details will send directly to the A, those who are producer, supplier. This person will directly send to the C. Okay, what actually this model? In question, he is asking what is this model? In regular e-marketplaces, this will happen. Customer, marketplace and suppliers and producers and suppliers. Okay, so goods and services he will maintain in stock manner. Sometimes B, whatever e-marketplace like Amazon also will maintain the some stocks. Okay, so but here in this case the platform and the supplier don't have any stockpiling. Okay, don't maintain any stocks or warehouses. Okay, they will directly send the details of the customer to the A, supplier, those who are producers. So producer directly ship the product to the customer. So what is this model actually? Drop shipping model, B, affiliate revenue model, option C, transaction free revenue model, option D, agency revenue model. Option A is the correct answer, drop shipping model. So this is a difficult question. Those who know very well about related to the e-market platforms, they will answer easily. Okay, next question is also related to the financial inclusion related. So let's see the question. Which one of the following correctly represents the 3 key sub indices of the financial inclusion index of the Reserve Bank of India? Every year annually the Reserve Bank of India release the financial inclusion index. So in that there are 97 categories, 97 indices is there, sub indices is there. The weightage especially he is asking for the question. Okay, what are the three categories, subcategories? So option A, credit access, insurance, debt and pension coverage. Option B, banking access, GDP contribution and financial literacy. Option C, access, usage and quality. Option D, access, affordability and transparency. Those who are related to the current affairs, they know very well, especially this question. Okay, so RBI released the financial inclusion index based upon the performance of the banking and related to the financial inclusion. So the offering of the services, whatever financial services are there, for that one they will give this index. Okay, every year. For that one, the RBI will use the 97 indices. Out of that, sub indices 3 is very important, that are access, usage and quality. The weightage is also 45% for the access, usage is 35% and quality is 25% of the weightage for the ranking. Okay, so financial inclusion index, especially 3 sub indices is there. One is access, usage and quality. Okay, this will release annually. Let's see another question. This is also related to the digital marketing, e-commerce related. Okay, which one of the following best describe the key objectives of the India's open network for digital commerce initiative? Basically, nowadays the Amazon, Flipkart, those who are big market players is there. To democratize the e-market platform, the government took this initiative for easy transaction purpose. So let's see the options. To allow government control overall digital commerce transactions. Option B, to replace the private e-commerce players. To break the dominance of large e-commerce platforms by enabling interoperability across networks. Option D, to mandate UPI based payments for all online transactions. So just now I only said what is that. So basically open network for digital commerce is a platform. Basically it created to break down the dominance of the large e-market platforms. Okay, option C is the correct answer, to break the dominance of large e-commerce platforms by enabling interoperability across networks. Okay, let's see another question. Which one of the following statements about unified payment interface, that is UPI, and central bank digital currency is not correct? Is not correct. He is asking not correct. So read the question properly. Okay, first option is UPI is a real-time payment system, but digital rupee is akin sovereign paper currency. Option B, in UPI settlement happens instantly. In digital rupee, wallet balance gets transferred to the another wallet. Option C, UPI transactions are recorded by banks. In digital rupee, no data is captured bank statements as transactions are from one wallet to another. Option D, in both UPI and digital rupee, the ability lies with the users and their respective banks. So let's decode the options. UPI is a real-time payment system. Yes, UPI is a real-time payment system. Digital rupee is akin sovereign paper currency. So see here, basically liability is basically reflected on the RBI. So many of the aspirants is confused here. So paper currency, they thought it is a paper currency, so it is a wrong statement. But here akin to sovereign paper currency means it is a value of the paper currency. Whatever liability is there, it is like paper currency. So option A is correct answer. Option B, in UPI settlement, option A is correct statement. So here in question he is asking not. Option B, in UPI settlements happen instantly. In digital rupee, wallet balance gets transferred to the another wallet. This is also correct statement. Okay, UPI transactions are recorded by banks. In digital rupee, no data captured in bank statements as transactions are from one wallet to another wallet. Okay, this is also correct. So the last one, in both UPI and digital rupee, the liability lies with the users and their respective banks. So UPI, whatever UPI transactions is there, that are users and their respective banks, it is correct. But digital rupee, the liability is related to the, just now only I said that is RBI. Okay, RBI. So this is the wrong statement. So this is the correct answer. Why? In question he is asking not correct. Okay, option D is the correct answer. Why? Because this is the not correct statement. Okay. The next question is, which of the following statements is about the real world assets tokenization are correct? So tokenization, non-fungible tokens, fungible tokens, tokenization. I think in 2023 this question was asked about the fungible tokens, non-fungible tokens. Okay. Again, this year is also asked. So let's see the statement. Tokenization is the process turning real world assets into the digital tokens using blockchain technology. Yes, real world, whatever real world assets like painting, arts, these are bonds are converting into the tokenization. Okay, so first statement is correct. Tokenization is a real world assets offer 24/7 access promoting financial inclusion. Yes, these are accessible 24/7. So automatically they will promoting the financial inclusion. Next, third statement is tokenization of real world assets will allow the access of high growth investment opportunities for individuals in India. Yes, especially why? Because this will offer the opportunities for individuals for the investment point of view. Basically, we have the 24/7 access. So for that one, it will increase the investment in the tokenization also. So both all three statements are correct. So option A is the correct answer. 1, 2, 3. Option A is the correct answer. So next question is, a bond whose proceeds are used only to finance or refinance a combination of both environmental and social projects is called. Option A, green bond. Option B, social bond. Option C, sustainability bond. Option D, sovereign bond. Okay, a bond whose proceeds are used only finance or refinance combination of both environmental and social projects. So basically nowadays green bonds and social bonds are basically in news in current affairs also. So many students are confused here to especially green bond and social bond. Why? Because social bonds also sometimes reflect towards the environmental point of view. So people, those who are aspirants especially thought like that, but here environmental point of view we issue green bonds, in social point of view social bonds, but for both environmental and social projects point of view we issue, the governments and private companies issue sustainability bonds. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, the next question is, which of the following statements about M1 exchange's role in MSME financing is correct? M1 exchange is a platform. Okay, first one, M1 exchange provides collateral based loans to the MSMEs. No, collateral based, not collateral based, collateral free. Okay, collateral free. So this is wrong statement. And second statement, M1 exchange facilitates discounting of invoices and bills of exchange for MSMEs. Yes, this one is correct. Okay, next, third one, M1 exchange functions as a credit rating agency for MSMEs. No, this is act as a platform. Basically, it acts as a platform. So it is not a credit rating agency. So this is also wrong statement. Only second statement is correct. So if you see the options, B is the correct answer. Only two only. Okay, B is the correct answer. Which one of the following best describe the crowding out effect in the context of fiscal policy? What is crowding out effect? So this is a pure economic question. Okay, let's see. What is, first of all, understand the crowding out effect. So government want more investment. Government want put more investment. For that one, government will borrow loans. Okay, government will borrow loans for the more investment. Okay. When government is started more loans, taking more loans, when more buying, okay, so what will happen? Automatically the interest rates will increase. When private players are not showing interest to the investment purpose. Why? Because when interest rates are increasing, the private players will reduce their investment. It is a common thing. Okay, so that is crowding effect. So in fiscal policy is asking direct question. Okay, option A situation where private investment increases due to increased government spending Option B, a situation where government borrowing leads to higher interest rates which reduces private investment. Option C, a situation where an increase in taxes leads to increase in private sector investment. Option D, a situation where government spending has no impact on aggregate demand. What is crowding out effect? So crowding out effect is simply the government will start more investment. So for that investment, government will borrow money. When government is started borrowing money, it will automatically increase the interest rates. When interest rates are higher, the private player doesn't show any interest towards to the investment purpose. So they will invest in different places, okay, where interest rates are lower. So that is called crowding out effect. So option B is the correct answer. A situation where government borrowing leads to higher interest rates which reduces private investment. Why? Because when interest rates are higher, the private players don't borrow money. Why? Because whatever they are investing, that is not feasible to their profit point of view and their investment point of view. So that's why they don't invest. They don't show any interest. Okay. Next question is, which of the following statements about the rare earth elements and critical minerals are correct? Okay. First statement, modern technological innovations including AI, robotics and space explorations extensively utilize the rare earth elements. Obviously, this is the correct statements. Okay, that's why the government presently the fighting was happening, especially the modern economy point of view. Rare earth elements, whatever AI technology, space technology, and microchips, semiconductor, these all are used in what rare earth elements. So China has the highest share in mining of rare earth elements, followed by India. No, this is not correct. Followed by the Australia, America, Myanmar. Okay, so not India. Okay, next third statement. The government of India launched National Critical Mineral Mission in 2025. This is also correct. Rare earth elements are set of 13 metallic elements. No, 15 metallic elements, other 2 elements. Total rare earth elements are 17. Okay. So this is also wrong statement. 1 and 3 is the correct statement. So option A is the correct answer. Okay, let's see the another question. Which of the following statements about insurance in aviation sector are correct? So basically, why insurance related to the aviation sector is UPSC exam paper. So recently, last year, Air India flight was crashed in Ahmedabad. So that is the thing. Especially that news reflected in UPSC Prelims. Okay, so for that one, aviation insurance related question. So first statement, aviation hull insurance covers physical aircraft including the body, engine and onboard equipment. Next, under the Montreal Convention, airlines are strictly liable to pay compensation to the family or nominee of every deceased passenger without requiring the family to prove fault. So basically, people, those who are aspirants, especially confused here, onboard equipment doesn't cover. They think like that, but onboard equipment will cover in the aviation hull insurance. Okay, this is the correct statement. So people thought that it doesn't cover onboard equipment, but it covers onboard equipment. Okay, and especially proof fault. So people confused here also, aspirants confused here also, but it without requiring the family to prove fault also. These both statements are correct. So option C is the correct answer. So when you are reading the question, please understand once may UPSC trap here like this. Okay. Next question is, which of the following statements about crowdfunding are correct? First statement, crowdfunding is solicitation of funds, small amount from multiple investors through a web-based platform or social networking site for a specific project. Second statement, okay, SMEs, okay, small micro enterprises are able to raise funds at lower cost of capital without undergoing rigorous procedures. Yes, both statements are correct. Okay, so option C is the correct answer, both 1 and 2. Okay, this is a question where factually asked the UPSC. Okay, RN Malhotra Committee Insurance Reforms Purpose IRDA, those who are appointed. Okay, and LC Gupta Committee Derivatives Trading Roadmap SEBI, Urjit R Patel Committee Bank Lending to Housing Sector RBI, YH Malegam Committee Microfinance Reforms RBI. So let's see how many pairs are correctly matched here. RN Malhotra Committee is insurance reforms, but it was formed by the Government of India based upon the RN Malhotra Committee recommendations. IRDA was established. So this is the wrong pair. So students in hurry, they saw this, just this one only, but basically this was forgotten. So it was appointed by the Government of India. Next, LC Gupta Committee Derivatives Trading Roadmap, and it was appointed by the SEBI. Urjit R Patel Committee Bank Lending to Housing Sector. No, this is for related to the Inflation Control and Monetary Policy Committee related. So it was appointed by the RBI, but it is not for the insurance sector, housing sector. Okay, so this is wrong match. Next, YH Malegam Committee Microfinance Reforms RBI. This is also correct. Okay, 2 and 4 are correctly matched. Option D is the correct answer. Okay. The next question is, consider the following statements about the NBFCs in India. This is a direct question every year. You see now how many questions related to the banking sector. Banking topic is very important for the UPSC. At least you can see 2 to 3 questions. 2 to 3 questions. No doubt in that. Consider the following statement about the NBFCs in India. NBFCs cannot accept demand deposits. Yes, this is correct. NBFCs cannot accept the demand deposits. Okay. Next statement, all the NBFCs operating in India have to register with the RBI. Not all, some of the NBFCs are registered with the RBI. So this is the wrong statement. NBFCs form part of payment and settlement system. Can issue check drawn on itself? No. Can issue check drawn itself? No, it doesn't can issue check. Third statement is wrong. Next, DICGC deposits insurance is not available depositors of deposit taking NBFCs. Okay, yes. Whatever insurance is, whatever deposits are covered under the insurance, NBFC doesn't cover that insurance. Okay. Fourth statement is also correct. Now, first and fourth statements are correct. The remaining 2 and 3 statements are wrong. So, option A is the correct answer. 1 and 4. Let's see another question. Okay. Consider the following statements about the multidimensional poverty index. First statement, multidimensional poverty index is calculated using Alkire-Foster methodology. Yes, multidimensional poverty index is calculated based upon the Alkire-Foster methodology. First statement is correct. Multidimensional poverty index is calculated by the NITI Aayog, has total 12 indicators. Yes, UNDP, whatever world UNDP released based upon the 10 indicators. Okay. Maternal health and bank account are common indicators in the multidimensional poverty index of the NITI Aayog and multidimensional poverty of the UNDP. No, basically these two are different from the UNDP and NITI Aayog MPI. Basically, so whatever the remaining 10 indicators are same. In NITI Aayog multidimensional poverty index, maternal health, bank accounts are extra. Okay, with this the NITI Aayog used 12 indicators to calculate the multidimensional poverty index. So third statement is wrong. So which of the statements given above are correct? Okay, option A 1 and 2. Option A 1 and 2. Okay, these are all the related to the economy questions which came in the UPSC Prelims 2026. So you can understand the questioning pattern. So some years UPSC asking very fundamental, some years it going to the dynamic way. So every year it is changing. How the people are evolving, the UPSC asking pattern is also evolving. So please keep in mind that one. So don't stress yourself, don't blame yourself, just keep efforts and do your work. All the best.